Hey guys, welcome back to the Chesnoid FC Creator Club career mode here on FIFA 22. We put together a couple of decent performances in the last episode, able to get wins against Birmingham and Barnsley and Peterborough. Unfortunately lost the game against Huddersfield by a goal to nil, but 3 straight victories lead us into a particularly busy month of December. We've Stoke and Rotherham twice today, as well as Norwich too. Now it's going to be a case of replaying the playoff games almost as we face Stoke. We of course beat them in the semi-finals of the playoffs last year and were hoping to obviously then win the final, which we unfortunately didn't do against Reading. I'm going to sim the home games. We'll play the away ones against Stoke and Rotherham today, and we win by 2-0 against Stoke City. Ferguson and McGree getting us the goals, which is superb. Rather than play one side twice and the other side not at all, I'm going to do half and half. So we'll play Rotherham away, we'll play Stoke away, and we'll play Norwich away. We've simmed Stoke at home, and we'll sim Rotherham at home as well before heading into the next 4 games tomorrow, which are Everton in the Cup, Millwall in the league, as well as Middlesbrough and Blackburn as well. And then we'll be into the month of January, where at the minute it looks relatively straightforward, but we'll have an FA Cup game drawn on the 6th, and should we get through against Everton tomorrow, there'll be 2 Carabao Cup semi-finals in there as well, so it could well be a particularly busy month of January as well. But we'll concentrate on this month first, 1 game at a time. We are still, by the skin of our teeth, just inside the playoff spots by a point ahead of Barnsley. Only 3 points off Bournemouth in 3rd, but a full 13 points away from Fulham in 2nd, and 15 points off Norwich at the top of the table, who have both now lost 2 games rather than just the 1, but still they sprint away with the title and the 2nd spot, actually, with 3 points off QPR in 4th. Sorry, Bournemouth are actually a little bit further away in 3rd. Stoke trying to chase us down. Rotherham are a little bit further down the table. Oh, they're further down than I thought they were. They're down in 23rd. So, on paper, this should be a pretty straightforward game. But it never is with us, is it? Not even close to it. Let's see what we can do in the first game, and then we'll take it game at a time. Right, then Rotherham's starting lineup has Victor Johansson in goal. They're playing a 5-back, as far as I can recall. They supposedly have the worst goal-scoring record in the league, and apparently we have the best defensive record in the league, which is a surprise to me, but apparently we do. So, with them not scoring many and us not conceding many, watch them now beat me by like 3 or 4 goals and have this be like a 4-1 to Rotherham scoreline. On paper, it should be very straightforward for us. They are absolutely not of the high enough quality to compete with us on paper, but you know what it's been like for us in this save so far, so I'm not taking anything for granted, and hopefully we can just be composed at the back, show that defensive record, and then, fingers crossed, score a goal or 2 to give us a 5th straight championship victory. We've won 4 games in a row now, 2 played, 2 simmed, and we're hoping to make that 5. Ben Brereton Diaz does get the start on the right-hand side ahead of Jaden Braff now. I'll look for Aronson actually out wide, then look to get it back to the middle. And Nteka can't score. Lewis Ferguson can't get his shot off properly either. He hasn't managed to recover possession, unfortunately. Positive start for us, though, immediately causing Rotherham issues. Randy Nteka turned away from the ball there as it was coming towards him. Not particularly too keen on that. I was going to try and play him in, but the referee's given a foul for something. Never mind. We shall continue on. In fact, we might even continue on right now with another goal-scoring chance. We'll look to send Aronson in behind. And he does have the pace to get in between the defence. But the turn is absolutely dead, looking to then playing Randy Nteka through the middle. Really bad dribbling from Brendan Aronson. Need to be better, please, sir. Left stick dribbling is so dead on this game at the moment. Maybe, once we've got players that have exceptional dribbling stats, we'll actually get on better with the left stick dribbling, but certainly with these players that don't have the highest of dribbling stats, they are pretty poor with the ball at their feet. Aronson's left foot. I should have known better than to shoot on that. Masson driven out wide to Ben Brereton. Support here from Lewis Ferguson. Riley McGree's arriving. Will knock that in front of Julian Alvarez. Look at the run being made by Ben Brereton. It's a lovely ball through to him. We'll just try and cut it back. Was going to find Randy Nteka, wasn't it? We'll try and win this header. Ferguson Well, did well to win it against Ladapo, who's twice the size of him, but couldn't aim it to the teammate. And now, Freddie Ladapo's looking to get in behind us for Rotherham. He's been pain to play against so far, Ladapo, but thankfully he hasn't punished us yet. Ben Brereton again in behind here, turning well, delivering the ball. That wasn't really delivering the ball into the middle, was it? It's been all us in this first half. We've been just entirely dominant. But the goal won't come. I tried to hit that first time and he still insisted on taking a touch there. Just not clicking offensively. Come on, Julian, you're in. Please get to this. Bring it down. Win this header. Well up. Ferguson. Oh. And Teka, I need that run around the outside. McGree's obliging. Back inside. Ferguson. Alvarez. And Teka. McGree into the middle. Ferguson. Then Brereton with the shot, well blocked. Oh, and the defender sorts his feet out quickly enough to get to the loose ball as well. But they still can't get rid of it, Rotherham. I don't think I've had a team under so much pressure for the entirety of this season. Keeper's going to get that, isn't he? Oh, he spilled it. Oh, but Randy and Teka doesn't pick up on the loose ball. We do win it back through Masson, though. I mean, talk about a prolonged spell of pressure, but... What is that, mate? I'm trying to play that to the... Oh, it's the man in the middle, and he's gone to switch it, and it's completely killed me. It'll be 0-0 at half-time. Or will it? Oh, potentially. Jesus Christ. Thought they were about to go 1-0 up right at the death there. It would have been absolutely against the run of play. No, never before would that phrase have been more accurate than in this game so far. Come on, ref. Don't let them... Don't even think about it. Oh, God! Just blow your whistle, ref, for Christ's sake. We're in the 50th minute. You added 1. We've played 5. Get out. Fucking hell. Referees in their stoppage time. They love it, don't they? McGree. Across to Ferguson. It is a competitive division, Derek. You are right. Around the corner to Ben Brereton. Stand it up. Randy, please. Yes, Randy and Teka. Oh, God. Thank the Lord. At last, the goal comes. Jesus Christ. Ah, get in. Bene on the run. Masson trying to close him down. Uh-oh. This is dangerous. It's opening up for them. Lindsay. Ferguson ended up on the floor there. What? That's a ball I wasn't expecting. Oh, Bene into the middle. Carl with the save. Jeez Louise. How Lewis Ferguson ended up on the floor there, I'm not too sure, but he at least blocked the pass by falling over. Obene going off for them now as they make a change up top to try and find an equalising goal. It's Talbot that's on in his place. Ben Brereton should win this. Get out. That was an attempted clearance with a square button that didn't really come off there. Randy and Teka just trying to break away here and get the ball out of the danger area. But I need some support, and it has arrived here. I could have played... Oh no, that was meant for Alvarez. Ah, fuck it. Passing is still an issue. Regardless of what I do with the settings, passing is still an issue for me. Misplaced passes all over the place. I haven't really played, though, with like players that are genuinely top quality yet. Get to that, Keeps. Thank you. So maybe... Oh, he's offside. Maybe once we start playing with players that are in the early to mid-80s everywhere, then we will be able to... have better accuracy with passing. Oh, it's not going so well at the moment. Leo Hyde played in around the corner, the substitute trying to have the impact. Oh, terrible pass. Trying to look for Woods on the edge of the box. Fuck my life. Right, make sure we keep them out, please. I do not want to lose another victory from a 1-0 position this season. We've lost so many points late on. At least 7 or 8 from winning positions, with the scoreline being just 1 goal in our favour. But we're pushing them back at the moment, and the next time I get the ball, you bet your bottom dollar I am just passing it about to ensure we get this victory. But we're going to have to make sure that I win it back without having to... No! Fuck! Go to a kick-off because they've scored! God damn it! Nobody tracking the run. You try your best to chase the ball about, but Hoover Martin just watches him go. Just watches him go. It's like, oh yeah, sure, you just run in that channel, mate. I'll just wait 5 yards behind you. Fuck's sake! More points dropped. Fucking useless. His first goal in 17 games. Of course it is. Iago to McGree. Forward there to Max Meyer. Please, lads. Please. Oh, for fuck's sake, you can't pass to save your fucking life. Nobody can. Stupid fucking game. Win that header. Well up. Lay this in front of Randy and Keta. And Tekka even. Alexander Woods. Shot blocked. Please. Please, Alex. Please. Fuck. Just won't fall for me. Apologies for all the swearing. I'm getting really frustrated. It's another 2 points dropped. For Christ's sake. Why can't defenders follow a runner? Passing's wank. And the defenders just let people run in on goal and don't track the run. There's only so much I can do trying to mark the ball and chase the ball down, trying to get an interception or a tackle in. I need the defenders that are being AI controlled to do their job too. And they fucking won't. Oh, Christ! That's at least 8 or 9 points dropped now from a winning position this season. We really should be challenging for the automatic spots, but I just cannot get a run of results to save my life. Fucking hell. As if things don't get any easier. Norwich next. Jordan Hugill up top for them. Tim Krul in goal. They've still got a very decent squad here at Norwich. And understandably, they're looking to bounce back, straight back to the Premier League. Yunulis at left back is decent. Bali Mumba at right back isn't amazing, but certainly good enough for championship level now, probably in this save. Anything other than a defeat here as a result. I certainly take a point against Norwich, that's for sure. Definitely away from home too. It would have been amazing to get that win against Rotherham. And certainly I feel like we deserved it. But it just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be. So we'll have to take the point and hope that we can do something here against Norwich instead. Oh, but I just can't do anything with the left stick dribbling. Players just don't have good enough stats with the ball at their feet. Getting sharp enough turns or quick enough turns. It's a good run by Alvarez, who's unfortunately offside as I was about to whip that. At least enough to force a corner from Tim Krul. Excellent turn to get past the defender. We are going to be up against it against Norwich here. This is not going to be an easy fixture whatsoever. Waiting for the through ball. Waiting for the through ball. There it is. Good save by Kai. He was onside as well. The defenders just... I don't know what to do with my defenders for things like that because, like, Uwe Martin has 86 defensive awareness. 86. Like, that's super high. But he just doesn't track runners. And neither do the other defenders. These through balls are killing me off in this save now. And I genuinely don't know how to defend them because I just can't get defenders to do their job. They just don't track the runs. And Tekka going off for me. Jaden Braff coming on. I've moved Ben Brereton across into the striker position for the remainder of this game. There's half an hour to play here at Carrow Road. So far we're holding on for what would be a well-earned point. A deserved point. Nonetheless, still a frustrating result. I'll try my damnedest to hold on here, but it has become ever more clear to us now that certainly in the January transfer window, as good as Randy and Tekka has been, I don't think he's the man to fire the goals in for us for the rest of the save. I think he's certainly good enough to be a backup striker for us, but I really don't think that he's going to be the main man for me for the rest of our time here at Chesnoid FC. So I would like, if you can, please, suggestions. Come on, Ferguson. Oh, it's just shooting then. Braff! Oh, what a save, Tim Krul. I'd like suggestions for a striker, and I'd like suggestions for a centre-back as well to replace Uwe Martin. Two players that could help us get promotion. See this across the line. Oh, Uwe Martin's the man on the end of that. I don't know why I tried to shoot in the first place. I need a centre-back that is just going to be, well, better than Uwe Martin long term. He's starting to drop in stats. His performances have fallen away. And we do miss Tyrese Campbell. We obviously, understandably, lost him to a big money move after failing to get promoted last year. And I would absolutely like to replace his goals with someone. And whilst Randy and Tekka has been getting some goals and some assists, I don't feel like he's doing enough. But they're going to score this, aren't they? No, Hugill Can't get rid of it. Get rid of it. I just don't think I'm getting enough from Randy Nteka to warrant him starting up top every week. I think I need someone that is a bit more prolific. Oh, no. I don't like this. Good block by Itakura, and we'll work it away. Oh, dearie me. Randy Nteka certainly could do a job off the bench still, very much so, but I don't think he's the man to lead the line for us moving forward. I'd like a new striker, please, and certainly a new centre-back too, because we need a long-term replacement for Eva Martin, and we might as well do it now whilst we've got a substantial amount of money available to us. Come on, Julian, through that gap. Just not got the strength and or too many defenders in the way. Trying to put them under pressure here, but with 6 minutes to go, we look destined for a 0-0 draw unless Norwich do a Rotherham. Eva Martin gets a foot in. Leah Hyde turns it around the corner. We'll look for Ben Brereton. A counter of sorts is on here. If we can find Julian Alvarez. Oh, you should have let that run, Julian. Just race onto it. You've got the pace to get away. Got two men with me here. Looking for someone in the middle. Yes, Ben Brereton! I finally get me first time shot. And he squeezes it home. It's us doing it to them this time. Yes! A big 3 points against Norwich away from home. Oh, that makes up for the Rotherham result. That makes up for the Rotherham result. Oh, yes! Squeezed home. Ben, thank you so much. He's not the man to lead the line for us either, but he's certainly a great squad player out wide and up top, and that is a valuable goal. If only we could stop drawing the games like Rotherham and Blackburn, etc., we'd be a real fucking challenge at the top of the table. Oh, give me those 3 points. Get in. Stoke next. It doesn't get any easier. We bounce buzzing from Carroll Road to the Stoke City Stadium, where we faced last year's playoff rivals. Frančić, Etebo and Oakley Booth in the midfield with Surridge and Brown up top. Another 5 back for them. Sutar at the back will lack pace, as will Wilmot, but whether we can take advantage of that remains to be seen. We know we can beat Stoke, although we did lose them as well last year. 2-1 win and a 2-1 defeat in the regular season. And if I remember correctly, a draw in the first... Oh my God, what a goddamn goal. A draw in the first playoff semi-final and then a win late on in the second leg. I mean, that is just exceptional. They're entirely unstoppable. That's one of the best goals we've had scored against us all save. You don't catch those. Wow. Forward there to Ben Brereton. Inside to Ferguson. Short to Randy Nteka. Across here to Brendan Aronson. And on his left, draws a save out of Davies at full stretch to ensure that we don't get an equaliser. Still looking for it, though. Can we win this with Itakura? He's done well. That was headed towards Randy Nteka, and I'm sure he would have at least forced a save out of the goalkeeper there. Aronson tries to bring that down. Masson forward to Alexander Woods. To Riley McGree. I don't have any options to pass to out wide, so we'll just have to run it. And Nteka gets there, but it's wide. Brereton looked like he was going to make a run and then elected not to. He'd just get that away from Ferguson before the defender gets there. Alexander Woods. Randy Nteka. Aronson's on the run again, and he's in behind for a second time. Back to Randy Nteka. Blocked well by the defender. Woods shot away before the defender gets there. Blocked well. Just 5 backs and too many men back to try and squeeze the ball past. Looking for Nteka. Keeper will come and get it. It's still 1-0 to Stoke here, but we look the more likely to score the next goal in this game. McGree. Forward to Randy Nteka. Out to Ben Brereton. And delivered towards the back post. Oh, where a man was waiting. Aronson's won that header well. Ferguson trying to volley that as it drops. Aronson from the edge of the box. Deflected. Randy Nteka. Thought he'd injured himself trying to go for an overhead kick there for a moment as he clutched his knee. That would have been absolutely typical. Nteka. Oh, what a challenge in the middle. Brilliant challenge. Still hunting for that equaliser. Not able to find it yet. And this will bring Stoke right back into contention. If we lose this with that playoff spot. Norwich are losing again. They've just gone 1-0 down to Cardiff, I think. Which, if we could get something from this game, would help continually close the gap on Norwich in the automatic promotion spot. I brought Alvarez on. I'm going to have to make more changes as well. Bring on Braff and Woods is going to have to come off for Mayer. McGree, even though he's more fatigued, will still be better in possession. 3 changes to try and change this game. I was hoping that the Alvarez change would have actually gone through about 10 in-game minutes ago. Come on, get to that, Braff. Come on, son. Right. I'm just going to sprint. Why the defender there just had no intention of getting out to me, I've no idea. Now we'll look for Randy and Tecker at the back post. I can't get there. Braff, win that. Get to this, please, Brendan. Well done. Alvarez off the bench here, trying to make the impact again. Jaden Braff. Pull it back for Alvarez. And Riley McGree. That hit Aronson. Oh, whoa! Even when I finally get a clear shot on goal, then my own man's in the way. What have I got to do? What have I got to do?
Up to this point, there's been little invention, no real combination play around the box, and the crosses have been erratic.
Jesus, he went for me there, didn't he? Christ. Mayer to Tecker. Over the top looking for Braff, who's gotten to it. Come on, Jaden. Get involved! Yes! A late winner against Norwich. A late equaliser against Stoke City. Oh, scenes at the end of a game again. 2 identical twins partying in the away end. Let's go! I deserved that. All episode long, I've deserved to get something from all 3 games. Should have got a win against Rotherham. Didn't, unfortunately. We only got a point. Should have got the win against Norwich. We did get the win against Norwich. Should have gotten at least a point in this game. And it looks like we're going to get at least a point in this game. Julian Alvarez and Jaden Braff off the bench to make the impact. I got not necessarily lucky because Braff should have had the pace to get on the end of the ball as it was anyway up against the tired defender. And it's a bit silly that he wasn't able to... Oh, come on, please, could we? No, that was supposed to go to Tecker. Fuck! Passing on this game might actually have just cost me a win as well. I don't like the passing on FIFA 22. It really pisses me off. You may have noticed that from all of the various different things that have been going on in this save so far. But late on, we win against Norwich. Late on, we draw against Stoke. And I've earned that in both games. In both games, I've absolutely earned that and I deserved it. I won't take any other opinion. What's that going to do for the league table? We've got Rotherham coming up in a sim game as well. Morale, for some reason, is still only halfway up. Finally, it says happy. I mean, we just won in the last minute and then equalised in the last minute. I think it deserves to be a little bit higher than that, don't you? Keeps us in contention with the playoff spots. Norwich did lose to Cardiff, so their advantage at the top of the table is lessening, although it is still 11 points to us. But Bournemouth could get right up with them now if they win their game in hand. And we've got this game against Rotherham on the horizon at the midway stage of the month of December. Such a busy month this time around. Absolutely ridiculous that we've got so many games in the month. 9 in total. And only one of them is a cup game. Like, there are 8 league games in 1 month here. It's absolutely nutty. Right, we're going to have to rotate a little bit. No, everybody seems to be okay. Right, can we beat Rotherham? We only drew with them because they equalised late on. Well, payback. 3 minutes from the end, Randy and Tecker gives us all 3 points. Ferguson gave us a 1-0 lead. They then went 2-1 up with 2 quick goals at the beginning of the second half. Ferguson then equalised 5 minutes later, and we do win the game against Rotherham to end the episode today. We're on quite the unbeaten run at the moment now, actually. Thankfully, after getting that last gasp equaliser against Stoke. That's 5 there. 6, 7, 8 games unbeaten right now. 8 games unbeaten in the league, which is absolutely phenomenal. We shall try and keep that going in the league, at least with Millwall, Middlesbrough and Blackburn. And I'll be honest, I think I'd rather lose against Everton so that we don't end up having so many extra games in January and it detracts away or distracts away from our league campaign. So we'll start tomorrow by simming the game against Everton in the cup. I've got to concentrate on the league. I absolutely have to. We are up to 5th. Norwich, unfortunately, did win on match day 25, which is frustrating. So still the gap is 11 points up to the Canaries. But we are now 5 points ourselves inside the playoffs. 5 points inside the playoffs. And bear in mind, at the end of last season, we closed the gap similar to what it is currently to the top 2, almost in its entirety. And Crystal Palace were able to get themselves up into the top 2. So there's still a lot to play for this season. It'll be Everton to start tomorrow and some league games after that. But please, centre-back suggestions. I want to replace Uwe Martin in this upcoming window. And striker suggestions. I want Randy and Tekka to drop to the bench. I'm going to look to sell Leo Hyde as we look to continually give Braff the first team football. I'll look to sell Leo Hyde, drop Randy and Tekka to the bench, and I'd like a new striker and a new centre-back, please. That is where I would like to spend my money in the upcoming January transfer window. I have 70 million to spend, so there's loads there to utilise. Everton Senior is a player I'm not going to go for now. I'll keep Franho Kasoon on the bench here, because you guys would perhaps like me to sign him at a later date. We'll wait and see what happens. But for now, I'm happy with the way things are, other than my striking situation and my centre-back situation. I may even list Uwe Martin and look to move him on. He's got a +6 boost to his stats, so he supposedly is playing as good as an 87 rated centre-back. Spoilers, he absolutely doesn't play like an 87 rated centre-back. So I'm going to look to sell him, and we'll look to replace him. Hopefully of someone of someone of decent ability still. Like late 70s, maybe even 80 rated. Because we're going to need someone of that sort of quality. And you do get players like that in the Championship. Like there are players, I think Fulham have got some ridiculous players for this level that they're playing at. Still in the Championship. So I'll resave it just to make sure. That will do us for today, boys. But I don't know whether I'm happy with that or not. 2 draws and a win. We should have beaten Rotherham. Oh, but Stoke will feel the same, that they should have beaten me. So swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts. Tomorrow, cup football and 3 big games in the league as well over Christmas. And I'll see you then.